What's going on, guys? Welcome back to an episode of Fishing with Flair, here with Byron Velvick with Livingston Lures at iCast 2015. He's going to talk about these awesome, revolutionary swim baits that they're going to come out with. So tell us what you have.
Well, you know, everybody's got swim baits out there now, and I've been throwing swim baits for 20 years. You know, I won my first tournament on a swim bait in 2000. You know, the Clear Lake win that I won, you know, and it's been a secret. It's been a West Coast thing. Now it's becoming a national thing, and now guys are talking about glide baits, topwater baits, wake baits, and I decided, you know, we needed a bait, obviously, that did a little bit of everything. You know, me and Polinick and some of the guys that are fishing them on the tour are pretty hardcore Zaldane. The frustration is there's these $300 and $400, $100 swim baits, the Gan Crafts and everything else. They're great baits, but you got to add a lot of suspense strips to them. You got to get weight in them to get them down because they just ride up too high. And I like baits that sometimes you can get them fish a little bit faster and a little bit deeper, and that's where I decided to come up with this bait. We talked about doing this, but unlike any other baits, you can change the weight built into the system of this thing. So what you do is when you pull that pin out, you know, it's a jointed bait. It's a single joint, which is by far the best selling. It's the most natural lifelike. All these triple joints and all these other things, they kind of go through the water like a snake, you know? They don't look natural. But when you pop those weights out, you can take those weights out of that bait. Now, when you put it together, you have a bait right now that's a topwater bait. That bait will sit right up on top. As you pop it, it'll slither through the water and it'll float. High buoyancy floating bait. As I add the weights into it, I build it into a deep sinking glide bait. So this is one bait here, the BV Viper, and the BV Viper will actually sit there and fish real deep. And as you roll this thing, slow rolling, making all that sound, Livingston has that awesome sound built into it.
Yep.
And the coolest thing, I don't know if you've heard about the Bluetooth yet?
Yeah.
They have Bluetooth in them. So you have a choice with this bait. You can either do the traditional thing, which makes the sound of all the other crankbaits that Livingston makes. If you want to go Bluetooth for $10 more, you have a bait that you can multi-program with your phone. You install the Livingston app, you can shut it off, you can turn it on, you can add 20 sounds to it, you can record your catches. I mean, I don't even understand all of it yet because it's so new. I mean, I'm not a techie guy, but our tech guys put Bluetooth into a bait.
Okay.
So how cool is that? You got two baits. You got, this is called the Viper, the BV Viper, and it's going to be the big body bait, and then the Venom, which is going to be the narrow bait. So we have two swim baits. They're going to be available in 6 and 8 inches. Both of them have the pin that you pull out, you know, and the ability to sit there and change the weights out in it. So you can change the weights in it. I'm going with a double split ring on it, so you have full rotation of the hook. So when a fish hits it, they can move all around and they can't throw the hook as easily. And then we even went so far as putting the line tie across, because with a glide bait you want good rotation. You don't want straight up and down rotation, you want good rotation. And those are some of the things you just got to do in swim baits. A lot of companies don't do it, they probably should. Okay. So Bluetooth technology, half the price of most of the glide baits out there, which is good. So it's a lot less expensive, and it's a great bait. And I'm excited, man. Our baits have balls. So there you go. Well, you finally found a bait on this market that has some balls.
You guys heard it first here at iCast 2015 from the Livingston booth. We're getting swim baits that have Bluetooth technology now, so that's pretty innovative stuff that's going to be coming out.
And you can teach me how to use it, because you know you're half my age or more, so you can show me how the heck Bluetooth even works. I'll be going to him for lessons on how to work Bluetooth.
All right, guys, that's it for today's episode, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me on.